Hey guys. Um, yeah, I know. Been a while. Um, been dealing with a lot of stuff this last couple of months. Work related stress is getting worse. Um, I'm just trying to deal with that. Either trying to find a new job or find some way of dealing with um, with this new position I've been forced into. Um, and because of that, I'm not really making too much progress on first drafts. Um, so Under the Dark of the Moon is still stuck. We are into chapter 28, 27 or 28. So we're getting there. Getting there. Oh, excuse me. Um, I mean, I've only been working on it since 2008. I mean, why rush? Um, and but unfortunately, every time I turn to one of my other first drafts, in Dine on Image, the story about Harmony, Melody, and Wesley, I can't. Maybe if I get out a sentence, that's a lot. But I have other first drafts also, but I can't focus on them. And excuse me, oh, sorry. Um, I just can't focus on first drafts right now. So what I am doing is I'm focusing for now on essentially rewriting. I have the reality torsion, which is urban fantasy set in the present day of my fictional universe, um, and actually introduces an actual Jin character. Uh, oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Don't mean to start yawning, but anyway, you could think of it as a quasi sequel to Upon a Far Distant Shore, because it does pick up on a few themes that were from there, and um, Artemis and her team and her team do make an appearance, uh, at least in one scene, and we do find that my main character Logan has a link to one of Artemis's teammates. Mm. I'm also working on um, rewriting what I have written of Dissembler, which is the sequel to On a Cold Wind. I think it's about time maybe I get to work on that one. So hopefully, oh, excuse me, I am sorry. I don't know why I'm starting to yawn all of a sudden. So hopefully, working on these two, and hopefully my work-related stress will start to get itself together, and hopefully that'll all work out, and I'll be able to get back to actual first drafting again. I did last week finish the second edit on In a Mirror Looking Out. It's coming along. It still needs work. It's only the second edit, so it still needs some work. And later this month, I will be editing. I think it's Hour of the Wolf. Yeah. Of course, I forgot to turn the tablet on. I think it's Hour of the Wolf that's next later this month. It's another short one. See, both In a Mirror Looking Out and Hour of the Wolf are short works. They're well under 20,000 words. I think at the end of this edit, um, under the In a Mirror Looking Out was about 14,000 words. That's way too short to publish on its own. It's too short. It's too long to publish as a short story, but it's too short to publish on its own. That's my thinking. So I'll probably put it together with, at the very least, The Hour of the Wolf, which is about the same length. Then if I can get one of the others, because I've got a couple of other stories that deal with more urban fantasy. There's one called In Plain Sight. Our main character there is a mystic, telepath, if you will. In the 20 and 21st centuries, they're referred to as mystics, not telepaths. When they finally become known that they exist, then they're called telepaths. And he has to help an apprentice mage who's made a big mistake. And then there's another one called Stick Figures in the Snow, which is also a Section Alpha story, but it's a little bit of a misdirection, if you will, kind of like In the Mirror Looking Out. Now let me see here. Should be able to access my Google Calendar on here. Should. Come on. Yeah, on the 18th, The Hour of the Wolf is the next setup. Like I said, it's another short one, so it shouldn't take me longer than a week to go through it. Had a little bit of a disaster the other night. I was changing fountain pens. I have only 2 inked at any given time, and I just use them until either the ink runs out of at least one of them or I get bored, and then I move on to my next 2. So these are the 2 that I have now. So this is a formerly known as Moon Man. Now it's Mahjong. Yeah, Mahjong, not Maron, Mahjong. And this is a Wing Sung. Don't ask me the model numbers, I don't remember off the top of my head. Never mind, this is, nope, not a Wing Sung, this is Hongdian 516. I'm a bad fountain pen collector. Anyway, this is a Wing Sung 516. When I was filling this pen up with Robert Oster Cafe Crema, nice brown ink, yeah, I spilled the bottle. First time I've ever done that in 4 years of collecting fountain pens. Spilled the bottle right over. Half of it all over my desktop. It's like, fuck. But that's okay. It happens. It happens. Yeah, so that's oh yeah, it's one, I know there's something else I wanted to mention. What am I reading right now? What am I reading right now? You can't see her, but Brenna's over here. Say hi, Brenna. Come on, say something. She doesn't like having her picture taken. What was I looking for? Oh, yeah. What am I reading right now? Yeah, this is my Fire tablet. My actual Kindle's in the bedroom. Right now, what am I reading? Right now, I am reading Or Coward's Tread, which is part of the Ravenwood Mysteries. I forget which book it is. I think it's like 6 or 7. Which is a bit of a change for me because I don't usually read. It's 7. It's book 7. It's a detective series set in Victorian San Francisco, which is so far out of my usual genres of reading, but it's extremely well written. The characters are very well realized. Each one is an individual. I would easily sit down and watch a television series as long as they did the characters right. And the author, Sabrina Flynn, her attention to detail is phenomenal. Sometimes I just get the feeling she hopped in her TARDIS and headed back to 1900 San Francisco and just copied everything, because her attention to detail is fantastic. I think that's one of the things that holds my attention so much. And it's very good. It's excellent. It's excellently written. Then there's it's called Hot Water. It's the 4th book in the Tess Sky series. It's urban fantasy. It's okay. It's entertaining. It's a fast read. The characters, the main character Tess is, she has her moments. Sometimes I find her annoying and childish, and sometimes it's like, okay, I understand why you're acting this way. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's has some interesting concepts in it, and like I said, since my Section Alpha stories tend more towards urban fantasy, I should probably read some more urban fantasy. If you heard that, that was Brenna knocking over a notebook or two. Um, it's good. It's a good series. It's not bad. I know the author's up to 6 now, so I don't know if I'm going to keep going with it or not. I'll have to decide, because one of the problems with that's why I prefer single standalone books. Just give me one, read it, and we're done. Uh, Unless it's something like Ravenwood Mysteries, where the characters are really grabbing me, I could see myself finishing this one and not reading the other two, but I'll have to decide that later on. The 3rd book I'm reading is called Breaking Strain. It's first book of the Venus Prime series by Paul Preuss and Arthur C. Clarke. And with Clarke that wrote the original story, and then Paul Preuss expanded on it. It's a little slow. It's a little slow reading, but it's kind of interesting so far. The main character is turning into not being just an average human. There's something more to her that I hope we'll learn sooner rather than later, because I can't see this being drawn out too much, even though there are, I think, 6 books in this series. It's like, am I the only one who writes standalones? Okay, but that's what I'm reading right now. Also, getting back to my roots as a reader of comics, reading some of the newer Star Wars comics. I don't have any off the top of my head, but some of them are actually pretty good. I also have been going back and reading through some issues of the original Marvel, Star Wars, and Star Trek comics from when I was a kid. You know, back when Star Trek actually told good stories with points, not here's a point. What about the story? What about it? Nope, not getting into that. Not getting into that. So that's what I'm up to now. Um, like I said, things have been kind of rough these last couple months, but hopefully things will be settling down soon. Um, and that's it for now. And thanks for hanging with me here, and thanks for your time. Bye.